Oh, I sent that to her.
At least they don't lock the pages over here.
Oh.
You know how they do on the on Messenger. They like lock the room.
Your room is locked down.
And...
No one can enter or exit during this time.
That's right. That's right. Hey guys,
Hello.
it's the Three Wise Pet Pros minus one for the moment.
You have your tea and your tea.
Ooh, gotta get real phonetically serious with that. It was like T and T, not TNT.
TNT. Exactly.
Don't get it twisted. Well, welcome. For those of you who know, we are T and T, but normally we are TNT, meaning Ternera, Nicole, and Tony. And Nicole is indisposed at the moment, so hopefully she will hop on in a second. But we've got some interesting topics for today. I just heard a little bing. That lets people know that we are live.
Live.
Yes, live and in charge. Oh my goodness. So what do you think, VetTech Tony? Have you ever worked with goats before?
I have. I
Yeah,
have. With you. No.
with me.
Remember that goat we had to get blood from for to find for a pregnancy test?
Oh, we sure did.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Miss Nicole. Hey there, Miss Nicole. We are live.
Oh my God, okay, great. Yes, my phone died, and so then I was trying to text y'all on the computer, and I'm here.
Hello.
We
That's your
are
favorite
live.
question to ask us anyway. Are we live?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
Are we live?
we are live.
Are we live? We are live.
we
Yes.
are. We are. Okay, so I was just leaving a message. Welcome. We were just talking about what experience we've had with goats before, because today is a really interesting topic. Diseases that goats can transmit to us. So, Ms. Nicole, let me see if I can move this around.
Yeah, because I'm all confused. There we go. T
Hey,
N
N
T.
T.
There
Ms.
we go.
Yes.
Nicole, have you ever played around with goats or gotten any experience with goats?
No, like I was telling Tony, because I was asking her. I said, "Are so our goats nasty?" And she was like, "No. Why did you say that?" And I was wondering because we said, don't kiss a goat. Uh, but I know when I get out to the country, I'm going to have some goats and they're going to work for me. So I won't kiss them, but they will be working.
Yes, they
Yeah,
will.
so I have not had any. Well, so, I hear that billy goats stink. I don't know where I heard that, but like they stink really bad. So if you all have had experience with those, and I forgot why they call them billy goats as
I was
well.
totally getting ready to say the same thing. Why they call him Billy? Why don't they call him Charlie?
Yeah, I forgot why they call them billy goats.
Like, hey, Charlie goat.
And then, don't you remember your parents when you were a kid and you come in from outside and they say, "You smell like a billy goat"? I'm like, what? A billy
That
goat?
must be farther than my down south perimeter.
Oh, yeah, it might be down south. Yeah, because
Oh
we
my,
used to get that all the time. You smell like a billy goat.
that is definitely a southern thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the,
So no, I have not had any true experience with goats, billy goats. Um, so I'm here to learn.
Exactly.
well, you
That's what I
know,
love about this. Learning. I'm learning. Go ahead. Back it up, Dr.
learning.
T.
Well, I just had some experience with goats back in vet school. We actually had to take care of one. So it was kind of interesting because we had our large animal class where we each had our own goat and had to take care of it. And then I also had a good friend from you want to say the Virgin Islands, and she invited us all over for a goat. And it was kind of like you could, and in West Indian food, you smell the goat, and the odor of it is a part of the luxuriousness of it. And I was like, no, it was good. I mean, the food was put together well, but
Yeah.
something you have to get used to.
Right.
It's a very now I have eaten goat. I'm sorry.
Mm.
But
Sorry for you vegetarians. Sorry.
yeah, I
Actually, you're
know.
a vegetarian now. So
Well, I'm a
over there
pescatarian, but
eating
yeah, goat meat is
vegetarian
very tough.
noodles.
Right, because I make yeah, that's spaghetti. Yeah, all plant based spaghetti, y'all. Goat meat is very tough, but if
That's,
seasoned right, it's good. It tastes very gamey. So I have been like with a family that has gone and gotten a goat, and I've seen it, processed from like you get it, you bring it home, you're gonna gut it,
you
you
said
have a birthday
she was like,
celebration. Yeah.
so like your Caribbean cultures definitely break that down because you were like when they bring it home, you mean
The Mexican culture too. Yeah. They
Caribbean,
bring it home and they hang it from
Latino,
the
yeah.
tree. Yeah.
Dig a hole, wrap it up in some leaves. Ooh, some
Yeah.
beans and rice, arroz.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Arroz and frijoles.
Arroz con frijoles. Muy bien.
Yeah.
Chicken. Okay, so there's a
That's
couple
not
of
what I thought.
people in the comments. We are unable to see, or unless we go on the page ourselves, we're unable to see your name. So if you could put your name in, somebody's over there drinking wine. Who was that?
Ooh.
Somebody said they laughed because you said Charlie goat. And then they said, time for some wine. I gotta catch up.
Oh, does that mean something in another language?
I mean, I just think that you saying Charlie goat means you probably on one and they will catch up too.
Oh, it has to be some language, tango in
Yeah, I
there.
need to see that.
I was literally like Billy, Charlie, Paul, Sam, Sammy
Somebody's,
Goat,
I'm
Charlie
gonna go,
Goat, Paulie Goat.
let me go onto the page so I can see who's with
Was
us.
that on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to YouTube.
Okay. We're just going on to the thing to see who it is because when we use StreamYard here, we can't see who it is. Nicole and Tony. Okay. Okay, there's Nicole. All right. Oh, I guess we're not supposed to be doing this. Like, hey, let me blah, 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 blah. So we wanted to talk about zoonotic diseases because goats are so cute, especially baby goats. They're just like jumping all over the place and like boing, boing, boing. And you just want to get real close and you just want to kiss them, but don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. As a matter of fact, in case you let's see. Okay, there's our little banner. I thought I wrote a thing that said never kiss a goat on the lips.
Well, I'm
Okay.
not a goat, so guess what?
So there are quite a few diseases that can be shared. First one, which is common to all mammals, is Rabies. Rabies. You know, you're all familiar with that. You know, dogs get rabies shots, cat gets rabies shots, and that's because any mammal can get rabies, including goats. So, you know, if a goat were to be infected with rabies, they probably have some of the same symptoms and signs as, you know, a dog or cat. If you remember Cujo, the movie.
That's the name of that dog I was trying to think.
Cujo. The saliva and just that movie still freaks me out, honestly. Like if I was just here by myself watching that,
y'all remember the little boy though?
Wasn't Cujo it wasn't
not a Connie Corso, so don't say it.
I wasn't. It's a Harrier dog.
Saint?
A Saint Bernard kind of type dog.
Yes, he was.
I think he was a Saint Bernard. They had to have one that could have all the spit be all. Ew, gross.
And I need to watch that. That was a good movie.
Well, you go ahead and watch that because I still have to go on vet calls, so I'm good.
That was a good movie.
All of those Stephen King movies was good. Like I love Christine too.
Yeah.
The car movie. But Cujo, yeah. So the saliva, you know, because rabies as a virus it travels up the nerve. So that's why, you know, when you first get it, you don't notice any signs, and then slowly but surely it goes up nerves, and then they feel crazy, and then it goes up, and then your brain, and then it's crazy. And so the saliva and the other droppings and stuff can be transmitted. If you get into it, then you could get rabies too. So rabies is one of those diseases that you don't want to mess with, that you could get from goats.
Okay.
Another one, we talked about this last week or the other week. I think it was last week, because last week we talked about oregano, remember, and other essential oils. And one of the diseases that oregano helped with was this R letter word disease. Who can tell me what that is?
It starts with an R? Rhinopathy. I don't know.
You just making stuff up over there.
No, rhinopathy. No, okay, hold on.
Well, it's like this. Itchy little lesions on the skin. Round.
Ringworm.
Yeah. Okay. I was like so stuck on something like coming off the nose and the mouth.
Yeah, that's why I said rhinopathy.
I mean, you sure did. You sure did. Well, you know what? That's why, you know, those diseases can be under the radar. This is why we're talking about this kind of stuff. You know, we're here, we're having a lot of fun, but ringworm and rabies, that ain't nothing to play with. I do not want rabies. I do not want ringworm. Ringworm is a fungus, and it's pretty common. You know, it can be in any mammal again. And so if you touch a goat with ringworm, you got ringworm. Okay.
I didn't touch a goat. I just have a scratch. I have an itch at the scratch.
So oregano helps with ringworm. Something that I would always use also when we're talking about, you know, the natural aspects of everything, with like, I have to refrain from looking at my students and saying, is that ring? Tell your mama to put some tea tree oil on that, you know. I have to refrain from saying that because I'm not a doctor, right? I would like to suggest that this tea tree oil, if she puts it on there, it'll dry it up in a day or so.
Man. You need to have the Miss Nicole tea tree concoction right there in the classroom. Like,
yeah, I have to, you know, when the parents say, well, my daughter has COVID, I have to refrain. I've been instructed to refrain from saying, get her some vitamin C. And I just have to say, call the office and let them know. I feel like I'm failing my community, but
I
Okay.
tell you, you can have a worldwide pandemic and still these little penny ninny rules and stuff like
Yeah.
this liability or whatever.
Yeah. It's a liability. So, um, yeah, ringworm. So oregano. So would that be used internally or topical?
Topical. But it would have to be diluted with a carrier oil in order.
Okay.
But you could probably take it internally to, that would probably be something you need to talk to your veterinarian about. So I will not complete that sentence.
Right.
Because
Right.
depending on what's going on with your basic needs of your nutrition, that could not be a good thing. So I will not complete that sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
Are there more notes in the comments? Did we get onto either of these pages? Let me see. Hello, beautiful ladies. Oh, at Paul Frazier. Okay.
I
Hey,
deleted that
Hey,
Paul
message. I was trying to get to Paul.
I
hey,
read
Mr.
Old Noble, Paul.
No, I was trying to reach Paul.
Oh.
How you doing, Paul? How you doing? Let me go on the page and see if I can find, okay, where we are. Getting all loud. Okay.
This is new. I can't wait until we get to a balance where we actually have at least 2 to 3 people on here so we can actually have some interaction,
Yeah.
games going, and because I'm about ready to eat some of the prizes up and use some of the prizes up that we have.
She's ready to
And
eat the
all my
prizes.
devices are over here dying. So
Oh no.
Dying. What kind of
This,
prizes you got?
she
my
said
devices.
devices.
No,
Oh,
not living prizes.
okay. Well, I was down in the basement today at Tanera's, Dr. T's. I was like, okay. I'm looking for something else, and that's not it. Okay. So they're still down there.
Who
Oh,
said,
man.
oh, Mr. Fraser, I think, is putting together a shelf and watching.
Oh, he is?
We appreciate you being here, Paul. Who else is here? If you're here, it's set up in a certain way to where we can't see who is writing the comments. So if you could put your name in the chat and tell us who you are, that would be great while we talk about these goat diseases, okay? So, okay, so
Diseases that can be transmitted.
we talked about rabies that can be contracted directly. We talked about ringworm. Also, that can be from direct contact with the spores on the pet. And then another one, which we've heard of, which we tend to think of as gross, chlamydiosis.
That is gross.
That's just because what we, consider it to be. But it can cause spontaneous abortion in goats and in humans. If it's very unlikely, but if we were to come into contact with infected birthing material, then we could somehow transmit it too.
So when Dr. T, so when you say that fact that you just said that it could cause basically an abortion to a goat. So if a goat had chlamydiosis, did I say that right? And then, so like there is the unborn, or not the unborn, it's born. There it is. And then you were actually to touch it without it being gloved, and then it was into your system, then you could get the disease itself.
Definitely, a pregnant woman could. So I would think that because the pregnant woman should avoid touching, all that stuff around them at all. But I would think that even if you weren't pregnant or if it was a man or something like that, that they could also, get it. Like, why not? They always have the instructions, warnings for the pregnant women.
Right.
But, Let's see.
But somewhere in there, there's probably some connection where if the pregnant woman didn't exactly touch it, but if she was in close enough contact with another person that she was in contact within minutes of someone touching that would not be good for her.
Exactly, exactly. Oh, as Kayla Burns said, she was the one that said the shelf comment. So she's putting together the
Oh,
shelf watching. Hey
Okay.
Kayla!
Hey, Caleb
that's my
Burns.
working girl right there.
I know. This is 10:30 at night putting together a shelf.
Well, it's probably time when the kids went to sleep, so she actually got time to do it.
I
Yeah.
know she over there hammering and doing everything.
You better
Doing
hammer
everything.
softly because they will wake up.
We need to stop by there, Tanera, before snow falls.
That's
Stop
in the
out by
plan.
the lake.
Definitely in the plans. For sure. For sure. Okay, so chlamydiosis. So the next one is we got a couple more diseases that lets you know, hey, don't kiss a goat on the lips because these are some of the diseases you could get. The next one is Campylobacter. So you can get Campylobacteriosis by consuming undercooked meat or contaminated water of goats that have Campylobacter. That's a disease of the gut and the GI system. If the goat, had their feces and it was in the river, or we've kind of talked about this recently because we do have a homeless population, here in Kalamazoo and probably in a lot of places. So while there may not be just goats floating around right now, it's still that whole situation of people still living on the land. And if an animal happened to have it, then they could get the Campylobacter and then they wind up with fever, nausea, vomiting, headache, and muscle pain. So Campylobacter is nothing to play with. Another one is listeriosis. Listeria is one of those diseases that you hear about a lot inside of like meat packing plants and places.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you ever had an experience with it, Nicole, or know about it?
And, I have not, but I have heard of it. It's just interesting, when we talk about the raw meat and the unpasteurized milk, because I have often given my dogs raw goat's milk. And so I would think that hearing that could expose them possibly to that listeriosis.
Easily it could.
Yeah, that's very
Wow.
interesting. I love learning. When the teacher becomes a student, that's an awesome thing.
That part right there. But then you add that plus anybody who becomes a student or anyone who is ready to learn or is accepting to learn something, because goat milk to me I think is delicious.
Right.
When I say delicious, like ice cold raw goat milk, it is delicious to me.
Goat cheese, all of that.
Tea over there,
You have to think about that. Very interesting.
Goat cheese with some pepper jelly. Oh my goodness.
And okay, yeah.
Are we salivating over there? Y'all got rabies?
Yeah.
He's salivating. Oh man. So listeria.
Wow. Yeah, y'all. I never thought about that. And I will go in and I will say, let me get some raw goat's milk, and that's a good $32 buy. And I go home, split it up, and pour it on the dog's food.
When I get some things straightened out, there's a farmer that if she still has some, I used to be on her list, and I used to pick up goat's milk every 2 weeks. Like, and it was like the old farmer style, and she, like, here's the check in the little box, And all you do is like your gallon is in the refrigerator. You get your
Yeah.
gallon, you drop your check, and that's like you didn't even see her. You just
Yeah.
This is even before social distancing, huh?
yeah, before
Yeah.
social distancing. You didn't
And
even see her.
when I go to the market, they will sell a bag of goat bones. Just so you could make like bone broth or whatever. But I would buy a bag of goat bones because I guess they're softer, and I would just give it to the dogs as treats. Raw goat bones.
Wow, raw
Yeah.
milk, raw goat bones. Somebody said, "Hey, hey." Who said, "Hey, hey"?
Hey,
And then
hey,
Kayla.
hey, hey, hey.
Oh yeah, Kayla said she's food safety certified, and listeria is a huge one to learn about. So many
Wow.
gross things that you can get from animals if not handled right, for sure. I've never had that, Tony. I'll have to try it. I think she was talking about when you said the pepper jack jelly or whatever.
Ooh, Kayla Burns is so good. Yes, ma'am, Sam.
Like,
Yes,
oh my god, I'm gonna have to like that could be the weekend treat.
Yes.
so
Like at
good. I'll watch you.
Costco's or Costco's, they have like a blend of like 3 different cheeses of goat cheeses.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
maybe I'll
Yeah.
try it one day. That's just not been
So
my thing.
you
It's definitely an
so wait a
acquired
minute,
taste.
Nicole. You've never had like goat cheese before, Dot?
Me?
Dot.
Um, no, I don't think so.
You
I
like
don't,
feta?
yeah,
You like goat cheese.
I think so. I like a salty cheese, nice and salty.
Mm,
I didn't say it was salty. I just said you would like
yeah,
goat cheese.
Tony. I don't know. Feta is
Feta
but
is
goat
salty.
cheese is.
Is
Great,
oh my god, it's delicious.
great
But
on
you have
pizza.
it's an acquired taste.
Yes, bring me some goodies. I think this is still Kayla. Creamy cheese, great on pizza. I don't know if I want my cheese to be creamy on pizza. Ooh, no, I'm
Just
weirdo.
try it. Just try it.
I
You've
would.
done worse things. Trust me. I know.
Actually, as far as taste compared to feta cheese, I would say you would probably like goat cheese over feta.
Think so?
And then,
Really?
and then like goat cheese, like when I said the different flavors, so like there's like the 3 cheeses that I bought the other day. Like my kids love goat cheese. And I have teenagers, and teenagers they don't just eat everything. Um I can't even remember the flavors. One was honey goat cheese.
I'm sure blueberry.
No, I didn't have blueberry, but I have had blueberry before. But
Oh,
blueberry.
blueberry goat cheese, so good.
So
So
like
good.
it's kind of like like how you think of blueberry versus a tart, like a sweet and a tart, and
Mm-hmm.
then like I said, the honey and a tart. Yeah. So like on crackers, pepper jelly, adding that like with the plain goat cheese. I don't know.
Yes.
You guys are thinking like that has nothing to do with kissing a goat. But however, that cheese came from a goat.
Right. And it does have to do because if you kiss that coat, it's probably gonna give more good milk and more cheese. So that goat wants you to kiss him. So Caleb Burns said, "You three are more entertaining than anything on TV."
Come
Yes,
on, Kayla.
yes. Think this just
Oh,
turned into
Kayla,
the
Kayla.
food.
Kayla's
She
a
said,
sweetheart.
she thinks this just turned into the Food Network. It's like
Every
the
time I think of Kayla, I think of the time when we were sitting at the counter at Tanera's house and I took this picture. And she was sitting down there. I was like, she was like, why is she taking a picture?
Kayla did that.
It was a picture, like, I said, Kayla. I was like smiling. She was like,
What you talking about with us?
Who kisses a goat? Yeah, who does?
Right.
All right. So listeria,
big goat,
and
little goat,
big
Listeriosis.
thing about listeria is that it can grow in cold temperatures. That's why in the refrigerated, because that's one of the big things. As a matter of fact,
Oh.
Look.
Wow. She found some glasses.
What?
Why it's Wednesday? I believe Listeria could be a student on my roster.
Along with Tetria.
Get over here, Listeria. Get over here, Sierra Leone.
Listeria, baby. No, sweetheart. No, circle the correct answer. Listeria.
So, unlike, so this is the last thing about Listeria.
Yes, ma'am.
Unlike other bacteria, Listeria can grow in cold temperature, including in the refrigerator.
Wow.
And so, yeah, that's why in food safety is super important.
That's
like,
why I gotta stay away from that meat, the goat meat.
So, considering that it can grow in any temperature, or it can grow in refrigerated temperature, would that be like before it's refrigerated? Is it already infected or osis before it gets like? Is it already at that point before you put it in the refrigerator, or is it at a point that what happens?
Like, I think it's like a spore, or let me see, not a spore, but it can be shed. So, like, if it was shed somehow, and say you work at a food manufacturing place, and something came in on your shoes, and it kind of drifted somewhere, other bacteria would die. So then this one could still continue to grow. And so the osis, Listeriosis, that's probably once it actually gets inside a body and causes the symptoms.
Okay.
Whew.
That's a
it's
tough
too
one.
much.
We got to be careful.
It is. It's
like,
a lot.
Just eat leaves.
And yes, like Takansha, Kayla.
Takasha.
Takashi 6ix9ine? No. We were talking about Takansha the other day. That's a city here in Michigan.
Oh, I thought it was a student on my roster.
Listeriosis, get over here. Sit down, Takansha. Takansha, sit down.
Tetria.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop.
What we don't have to stop. We can do this. Now, if it was somebody else talking about,
yeah, I don't want to end up on the news and they're like, this teacher is making fun of my daughter's name just because I named her Listeria or Takasha or Chlamydia. Like,
if hey, look, that ain't your fault.
I mean, my name is Tanisha. We'll just throw that in there. So everybody, yes, I'm Miss Tony. Huh?
I said, and my name is Nicole with a Y and a K.
Nicole?
My mom was being, I'm going to put a Y and a K. Lady. Really? That's what we do?
I mean, I like it. I like it because it's different than just regular NIC. So
I have a cousin.
Ever since I was 5, I've said NYKOLE.
I like spelling Nick, NYK. Hey,
Nick. And your family all calls you Cole, so
it's called, yeah.
So you better keep it. So we've got 2 more diseases.
Okay. We've got.
You guys both know about this one. It starts with an S. It's very common among mammals. Bacterial disease. We think of it concerning chicken usually.
Salmonella.
Okay.
Hey, Salmonella. How you doing?
Good morning, Salmonella. We're going to have a great day today.
Oh my God. Where's my fan? I'm starting to have oh my God. You guys
I'm going to get fired tomorrow because of y'all.
Well, then we can start doing what we wanted to do with the business then. So, you ain't said nothing but a word to me, okay? Wait, Victor Graves
Hey, Victor.
Oh, hi, Victor. No
I
one
know that
else's
name.
name is showing up. Why is it showing up?
Because
Hi,
he
Victor.
signed up the way he was supposed to.
Oh,
Thank you, Victor. Thank you.
thank you, Vic. Uh-huh. And
Yes.
Kayla's just cracking up over here. She said, I think it's her who's saying I'm laughing so loud. Stop it. I don't know. Like on Norbit. Somebody said like on Norbit. I don't know what that comment was in reference to now.
Norbit.
was
I
like-
think they snorted on Norbit. I don't know. She might be snorting.
Who knows Victor Graves? I feel like I know that name.
We know him now. Hey, Victor.
Hey, Victor.
Our
How
brother
you
from
doing?
another mother.
Or is it Victor?
Yeah.
I think it's Vic.
Vic? Hey, Vic. What's up?
Hey,
Or
Vic.
is it just Thor? Hey, Victor. Hey, Vic.
Who's the bartender tonight? Tony.
Why? Who says we have to be having?
bartender?
Somebody in the in the comments. I'm just
My
Okay.
daughter got her bartending license.
who did?
Camille.
Recently?
Camille with the K.
Why
Right.
you talking about? My
Right.
mama name me Nicole with a K. Why?
So Camille with the K got her bartending license.
Oh,
Sweet.
yay!
Excited.
So she's a bartender.
Tender.
Hey. Hey.
Tender.
I have not tipped up a cup once tonight. So whoever comment that was, I will have to make sure that I have a drink next week.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry for you, Tony. I'm so sorry for you. But it's the only way of the world.
Yes.
the only way to survive.
Yes.
So salmonella, easy to get from practically anything, but apparently goats
What was that?
too.
Huh? The last bit of my Harder's lemonade.
She was lying, guys.
That
No, I didn't.
sounded pretty like a lie.
Salmonella and properly cooked food, direct contact with feces. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And the last one, Dr. T.
And the last one is
Click it.
it starts with a Q.
Quinine. No, I'm sorry.
That's you can use that to kill some germs, I think.
And this is still a disease that can be from kissing a goat.
Yes. You're probably not gonna get this one.
Yeah, I don't know any Q words. Q fever?
Would you have gotten that?
No, because I was trying to think of some word.
Like an actual word, like quack 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 quack.
Q
Quack,
fever?
quack, quack.
What does Q stand for?
Quack.
Quinine.
No, I don't know why.
What happens when you get the Q fever?
Well, it infects people. You inhale it first of all, and
Why do I have to breathe so hard? Okay.
Often happens when the animal gives birth. The symptoms include fever, chills, night sweats, headache, fatigue, and chest pains. It's another one of those that can cause abortion too in the animals. And so again, pregnant women should avoid contact with pregnant or aborting animals. Like a pregnant woman's gonna go, oh, it's aborting, come here.
So what was those symptoms again? Sound like a
Listeria was Norman's girlfriend, wasn't she?
Oh, man.
Oh, then Kayla thought there was Rasputia.
Rasputia.
Rasputia. Oh, Rasputia.
Yeah, Kayla. Not Listeria.
Kayla be on it. She be knowing. Who asked about Listeria being Norman's girlfriend? Who was that? Is that Kayla?
Was that one of those TV shows?
Y'all are so funny.
I'm having a hot sweat. I was thinking I had Q fever for a moment.
Don't play.
I'm pretty sure it was just, how old are you? Yeah, that age.
Right.
It's just a flash.
So, hey, you guys, everyone who's watching, please note that we are also on YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel. It's
You
the
hey,
3
obey.
Wise Pet Pros. We are just expanding, gaining more
Hey,
traction. People
ooh,
love Paul. Okay, Paul Fraser, that was you talking about
Hey,
Listeria.
Paul.
Yes, Paul is still here. Yay,
Hey, Paul.
Paul.
Thank you. That's my brother from another mother, too.
You got a lot of brothers from
I
other mothers.
do.
It's a lot.
well, she got brothers, but anybody that is in Tennessee, them her play cousins.
Listen, where was I the other day? I was somewhere the other day. Oh gosh. And they were like, no, they wouldn't. They didn't do that. They're like, Nicole. And I was like, hey. I thought with these masks, I can hide myself and I won't have to be seen. They still knew me. And so I ended up talking. I can't remember where I was, but I was like, you know what? One day I would just like to go out into the world and just nobody know me.
You was at Lit Junior.
Sometimes you want to go.
That has a whole new meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Lit Junior. Like, for real.
Yes.
Where everybody knows your name.
Yeah, I like to go somewhere where nobody knows my name. So, yeah.
But they're always glad you came. Okay, so you guys, we've been on for 40 minutes. This has been so much fun.
Who would have known that of course, there was some extra entertainment in there, and the exciting part about is that I know I learned something for real.
I did.
Like, for real.
For real.
So get excited.
Yeah, boy. That's what we love to do. We educate, but have fun with it. So
I'm not going to have my goats in the house when I move out to the country. They're not.
No, we're not. We're not. However, you're vegetarian, so you might be able to get away with that.
No, but if they drop in,
Oh, you can inhale it, that part. Okay.
Yes.
No.
Like, I'm planning on, last night I had Yaya in the room with me, and I woke up, she had chewed the dog bed, she had chewed a pillow, and she had chewed a shoe.
Oh, yeah.
So I told
she's so sweet.
She's so sweet. And he said, they all need to be outside.
That's a topic right there.
Let's break that down.
That right there is a topic. Breeders, inside, outside. Oh, yeah, that's a topic. I can't wait.
Okay. This is 3 Wise Pet Pros notebook. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. You write that down.
I'm working on it's gonna hurt me to put my girls outside.
Guess what? You ain't putting them outside.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I see you, Miss Lady. Yeah. He said they all need to be outside.
Dang. Well, you guys, we're definitely always glad that you came and hung out with us today. Kayla, Paul, Victor.
Victor.
He said we're nuts. Kayla said I'm vegetarian too, 6 months strong. Is that right,
Kayla? That's good.
Yes,
so when I bring some
I haven't made it to that point
delicious,
yet, I still eat
saucy
sea meat.
I thought you were gonna say some carrot dogs. I was like,
I do have some carrots in the refrigerator that I gotta marinate to make to carrot dogs.
Carinate?
Yes.
Okay, next. I'm like, either you eat a hot dog or you don't. But then there is, if you're gonna eat a hot dog, then it needs to be a Costco's all beef hot dog, not a Oscar Mayer Wiener hot dog. But that's a whole nother. That's another topic. No. But anyways,
yeah.
Kayla said she feels amazing, and she does eat shrimp still, so she's a pescatarian. Then.
Okay, awesome.
Actually, I have seen her on a live in the last last month, and I can definitely see the difference.
Kayla, you fine girl.
She's a doll. Okay, she got enough compliments from us tonight. Let's go.
This is not a paid program. So you got enough, Kayla. That's it. That's it for all of your shenanigans, not shenanigans, but accolades. That's it, Kayla.
No, Kayla, no, we love her.
We do love you, honey bun.
Beep. Yes. Okay, that was
back to our regularly scheduled program.
All right, so I know all of us, and especially Miss Nicole, has to get up and go. And I'm going to the gym in the morning. I'm claiming it. I'm saying it. You will see a picture of me in the morning at the gym. I'm going to the gym in the morning.
Yes, me too. Well, downstairs gym. I know, because I need to lay it down. I do.
So it's 10:48. I gotta go take a ducharse, and then mi cama.
All right, so we put this topic back up. 3 Wise Pet Pros, we thank you for joining us tonight. We are so excited that we are now on our page. Not only in the group, those who are in the group, come on over to the page. We're expanding.
Yes. Share our page.
And ring the ding.
We're ready to start these games. Because we need at least, how many people do we need at least to play a game?
Man.
And not including us.
Right. Yeah, like 5 or 6. I mean, come on now.
You know, let's make it happen. Because maybe I'll just take those prizes back to the store and buy myself a new dress or a new pair of shoes.
No, we want them. That's what my students say. I'll say, okay, so we're not going to, no, we want it. Stop.
All right. So we are the 3 Wise
Pet Pros.
Pet Pros. We love you.
We do love you. Peace out, Melly. Wait, what's beard? What is that?
What? The board behind me?
Kayla said, oh, wait, go, Tony. Go, Tony. Go, Tony. Go. And then somebody else said, Paul said, we need to talk. And then Kayla said, I'll play. You just have to tag me. I'm a busy lady. So Kayla will be ready to play games when we are ready to do it.
And Paul, don't say anything random about we need to talk, because we will call you right now.
5-way.
We will call you right now. You'd be like, no, well, I didn't mean tonight. I got to get JoJo. No, we will call you. So please don't play with us. We are on a mission.
Don't play. We are on a blast mission.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
48 minutes and 13 minutes. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
And to the person who watches this all the way through, it can tell us everything that happened. I got
and my middle name.
Or maybe we could say something right now that they would have had to listen to. What is something?
M&M's.
My middle name is the capital of Iowa.
Oh.
M&M's in the capital of Iowa.
Yep. If they can put that in there, you win.
Put that in the chat and you win. And not anybody that was live tonight.
Yep. Peace.
I ain't scared.
We got something else for you all.
Scared. Paul said, I ain't scared in all caps.
You better not be, because I'm sending you a Corso.
All right.
Corso.
Good night. See you next Wednesday.